Captain on the bridge.
All right, captains, we are back on the bridge here, and for tonight, we are going to be taking out the Dauntless. Now, spoiler alert. Spoiler, spoiler, spoiler. There's a reason why I'm using the ship, okay? The last episode of Prodigy, as of today, which is February 6th, okay? The last scene had Admiral Janeway on the actual Dauntless. Having said that, we already have a Dauntless in game. And I thought, well, why not use it? I have not used this ship since Delta Rising. So I thought it would be fun because we've just had so many Janeway feels. And I've just been having so much fun in not necessarily showcasing the build, but just using the ships. Even though a lot of my builds are similar, it's not the point of these videos because these builds are for me because I'm the one using them. It's more or less to use the ships because of the trek, especially that's going on now. So, captains, we're going to be taking the Dauntless out. Okay, we saw this in Star Trek Voyager as that one alien used specs from the actual Dauntless. Now, what I saw of what little that we did see was the saucer looked right, but the aft end was totally different, which sort of makes sense, but that's okay. Still gonna be using this because of just that. And Janeway was on Dauntless, and we're gonna use a Dauntless. So what we're gonna do is go over the build, weapons, space set, consoles, trait station and offs, and take into Elite Argala. This is pretty similar to what we have done before in terms of a build, but with a little bit of more thought in terms of the experimental portion of it, because it is an NX vessel, which was the registry when this was shown. So here we go. Okay, USS Dauntless, experimental science vessel, and I was actually able to get away with that. So 4 weapons. We got our gravimetric Photon Torpedo, which is from the Dyson rep. Now this is under Torp Spread 3, so there's no chance for me to high yield myself with this bad boy. But that's why we're using it, because it's red. Now, we're going to use a Terran Task Force Photon Torpedo, which is from your Terran rep. This is a little bit of a different visual. It has almost like a little bluish hue in it. But again, we're going to use it as an experimental Photon Torpedo, let's say. And we're going to use the Dark Matter Quantum, which is from your Discovery rep. It's a quantum torpedo, but maybe they were experimenting with a different type of quantum when they put this ship out. Who knows? We're going to have a little fun with this. Deflector. We're using the Elite Fleet Intervention Protomatter Deflector from your Fleet Colony. Your secondary deflector is a deteriorating secondary deflector, which I think I just got off the exchange. Of course, our prevailing innovative impulse engines from your competition reputation. The mycelial harmonic matter antimatter core, which is, and the Tilly's Review pending modified shield. These two are from your Discovery rep. In the aft weaponry, we kept with a phaser because when you we never saw the ship do anything in Voyager. But when you claim the ship, it actually had 2 beams and a torpedo fore and aft. So we're going to keep with the phaser. We're going to use a Trilithium Enhanced Omni Beam for some of its goodness. This is from the episode Nexus, which is a reward. It's a great weapon. And here is a little bit more of the experimental thought. We're going to be putting some Black Ops Mine Launcher here in the aft, which you can actually get this from the MUD's store now. And the Elite Fleet General Tricobalt Mine Launcher from your Fleet Colony. Now, the Federation does use mines. They use Tricobalt, so why not? Devices. We have our Kobayashi Maru Transponder, our Temporal Negotiator, and our Torp Candy caps. You know we love our Torp Candy because of the plus 30% bonus projectile damage for 20 seconds. Consoles. Again, nothing too different here. The binaural infusion circuits. This is from your low-buy store for the crit severity and the starship hull capacity that feeds into Tyler's duality. Emulating phaser lance because it's still, maybe now it's an actual lance on a ship as an experimental weapon. Why not? Plus it gives us plus 15.8 phaser damage and some 43.8 shield pen, which is going to help our torps and help our universal consoles. Now we're going to use the console that comes with the ship, which is called the Particle Synthesizer. Now it gives us plus 3.5 aux setting. Now the Particle Synthesizer is ranged AoE, foe, confuse, minus turn, self, minus threat, and there's a decoy. I think I've seen this once, a couple times. So we're going to try to use it. I do have it here ready to go when we get into the Elite Argala, see what it does. But it confuses enemies for 9.3 seconds. Half duration versus players, if that's a PvP. Causes targets to take on your appearance for 9.3 seconds. To target, minus 99% flight turn rate for 9.3 seconds. Decrease that generation by 90.9% for 9.3 seconds. And then it creates a photonic decoy of the Dauntless for 20 seconds. So, we'll try it out. Why not? So, ferrofluid hydraulic assembly from your Terran rep for its max hit points and minus 0.5 second shared torpedo recharge time. Ordnance accelerator for the projectile and phaser damage, plus the minus 1.5 shared mine recharge time as well. Nothing but goodness from the Gamma rep. Now, this is the second time we've used this. The Rule 62 multi-purpose combat console from the low-buy store. I have it. Why not use it? Plus 19.7% mine and torpedo damage. Just because. Our DPRM for our damage resistance rating. Plus 19% directed energy damage and the oh crap button. Because the oh crap button, when you activate this, gives you plus 40% bonus damage, plus 100% bonus damage resistance rating, and plus 500% hull regen. This is from your Atlas, which is a lockbox ship. Great oh crap console, like I said. We're going to go with our Lorca's custom fire controls from the Discovery rep, again for its crit chance and shield pen, because why not? Still, because it is a Federation vessel, you'll use quantums, so we're going to use the opening salvo from the Tier 6 Titan. And captains, you know I love this console. And it proves critical hit chance with weapons, because why not? Why not? And then again, a Tricobolt tail launcher. So this is from your Tier 6 Steam Runner, or Appalachia Blockade Runner, for the plus 90% mine and torpedo damage and 47.5 shield pen. So we have this also boosting up our mine. So it kind of synergizes, in my head at least. In my head. Now, this gives us stat of 33.2 crit chance and 176.2 crit severity. Keep in mind, captains, I do have all my Pandevers ranked up to 600. So I have that helping me as well. Okay. So, traits, nothing too different. Good day to die. Kinetic precision. Self-modulating fire. Resonating payload modification. Hot pursuit. Superior projectile training. Unconventional systems. Your Terran targeting systems. Intelligence agent attaché. And the Boimler effect. And for our Starship traits, we have entwined tactical matrices, universal designs, ceaseless momentum, piercing projectiles, and rapid emitting armaments. Now, or the RE trait is what we call it. Now, having said that, I'm not going to be high yielding myself with my Grav Torp, but I might RE myself with this trait, because when you use tractor beam, this spits out purple hyperplasma torpedoes. And again, this being an experimental ship, maybe they're also experimenting with hyperplasma torps. Who knows? That's my headcanon, and I'm sticking with it. Space Rep, we have our precision, advanced targeting systems, Omega kinetic shearing, torpedo pre-fire sequence, and Tyler's duality. For active space rep, we have anti-time entanglement singularity, biomolecular shield generator, force challenge, tethered non-baryonic asteroid, and refractory tetron cascade. Stations, left to right, top to bottom, chemosites, beam fire at will for our omni beam, also to proc another torp spread. And of course, torp spread 3. When I first used this power, captains, when I started Star Trek Online and saw the amount of torpedoes that came out, I nearly lost it. I'm like, that's our whole complement of torpedoes gone. But we like torp spread 3, so that's what we're going to use. Distributed targeting, and of course, dispersal pattern beta 1 for our mines. Emergency power engines, emit unstable warp bubble, tractor beam, this is what's going to trigger the retrait, jam targeting sensors, photonic shockwave, destabilizing resonance beam, viral impulse burst, and scramble sensors. So on this build particularly, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 uncon procs. So our universal consoles should be up pretty quick, and we'll be able to use at least that console that comes with the ship multiple times. That's the hope. That is the hope. Okay, let's go to our dupes. We'll go to our dupes. Let's just change this quickly here. So our dupes. We have the 2 on ground that help us with our space. The Neil Falconer, which gives us increased damage versus the Borg, because we like seeing the Borg. Elder Milligaton for the increased damage versus all. And then here for our space doofs, Con Officer recharges evasive maneuvers when using emergency powered engines. 3 projectile weapons officers, 2 of them give us a chance to stack crit severity when we fire projectiles, and the 1 gives us a chance to reduce the time to recharge mines. Delrine for increased damage versus the Borg, and 30 to 47 reduce other bridge officer ability cooldowns after using one. So there it is. Again, I am pretty excited. It's more of the ship that I'm using. Again, this is just a fun build that I'll be using tonight for our nightly pews here on the Twitch bridge. But before we go into our gala, shout out to my captains that are here with me. We have Spun, Johnny, William Knight, who also actually took out his Dauntless, Anthony Taylor, and Carell. So shout out to you, my caps. Look at that. Look at that fleet. That's what we do here. Shelfies. Ship selfies. We love doing this. Okay. Let's take it to the Argala, see how it does. And remember, captains, Picard and Riker is always with us. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Over here.
Benson, take us out of here. Maximum warp.
Aye, sir.
Engage.
Ooh. Gotta love that. All right. See how she does.
Tactical alert.
No.
Vessel approaching. Bearing 184, Mark 7.
All hands. Battle stations.
Ooh.
Weapons hot, deflectors to full.
Oh. There goes that. We're going to use the console on this little ship here. See how it does. Look, it's like me. Ooh, torps galore. And I haven't even used opening salvo and try Cobalt Tanner launcher. This is gonna be fun, caps.
You have entered an. You are now. Looks like.
All right, let's fully buff.
Let's go over and ask if their boss might come out of hiding.
Woo!
Keep concentrating fire on individual ships. Separate
Gotta love it when the shields go down.
their numbers.
Pick this up here. Experimental weapons firing. Love it. Over here. Got the phasers firing. Nice. Nice little torp spread. Experimental quantum. Boom.
Not go quietly.
Turn that into a decoy. No threat here for a good 9 seconds. Try Cobalt. Tire launcher is up again. Ooh. There's our torp spread. There's another torp spread. There you go.
You will stand down
Whew.
and surrender to the Benton Guard.
Opening salvo.
Sensors are
Take
picking
the
up
shields
false
out.
navigation in some of the assets,
And once the shields are out,
possibly consistent with bolt holes.
have some more torpedoes, sir. More torpedoes for you. Bye. There you go. Now we'll use it. Ooh, that is pretty. 99% of the time, Captain, it's about looking good. About 99% of the time. This is our third time using that console. This is what unconventional systems trait does. You can use your universal consoles a lot. Some mines there. Bye.
Picked up a tight beam transmission on a new frequency. We're jamming that spectrum of their comms now, but it was probably a call for assistance.
He still has the phaser look. We like it. We like it. Ooh. Move around here. Some hyperplasma torps as we fly around. There you go. That was cool. Good thing about tractor beam, it'll activate those torps even if you fly away.
I'm taking you.
Last group already. Here we go. Okay, no shields, let's take advantage of it. Another torp spread. Ooh. My favorite torp spread visual is the gravimetric torpedo caps. Just because it just looks so good. In my opinion. There you go.
We'll send over a pacification party to take the suspect into custody.
There we go. Alright, let's give our final thoughts here on this.
Thank you for your assistance. We have
One
the
sec, sir.
suspect in custody.
Not now. Let's go over here again for our shelfies. And there you go. Over here. Get a nice angle. Get that deflector there. There you go, Caps. Again, I took the ship out because of that last episode of Prodigy, and I have to say, I had fun. And like I said, I'm not the best shipbuilder, captains. When I do these are just for me. You're more than welcome trying it on your own, but it's your ship. Build it how you want, for how much you're going to have fun. Because I'm not captaining your ship, you are. But for me, this performed really good. And I had fun doing it. And I'm just so happy with the amount of Trek that's happening right now that it's almost giving me another sort of layer in Star Trek Online to just try different ships out. Not necessarily different builds, but try the different ships out. You know, and this is a great example. I know this doesn't look like exactly what we saw in the final episode there, the mid-season finale, but it just made me want to use a ship. And this is a ship I haven't used, like I said, since Delta Rising, and I'm glad I had a reason to, because I had fun. Captains, I invite you all to the Twitch bridge here, where we do our nightly pew pew shenanigans, and again, we just do this for fun. When I say we do this for fun, it is just literally just that. Just the fact that we just have fun together playing Star Trek Online. So, we're going to leave it at that, but captains, consider liking, commenting, and subscribing to our YouTube channel so that we can reach out more to captains and come onto the bridge here for our nightly fun. That said, we'll leave it on this note.
Don't let them promote you. Don't let them transfer you. Don't let them do anything that takes you off the bridge of that ship, because while you're there, you can make a difference.